Hey, what's going on guys? It's Moto. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the modifications I want to do first on my 2021 DRZ400SM. So I picked this bike up a couple days ago from my local dealership. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. I definitely love this bike in the stock form, but just like any other motorcyclist, I kind of want to make it my own. I want to make it as unique as possible, something that'll stand out from the crowd. One of the main goals, besides cleaning up the look of this bike, is I'm also going to try and lose as much weight as possible. So some of the first modifications I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be removing these big like Mickey Mouse mirrors, and I'm going to be replacing them with mirrors that go underneath the bars. They're little circle mirrors I got off Amazon for 15 bucks. I have them sitting at home, so I just need to make a video and install those on the bike. Eventually, I might end up getting the double take mirrors that I've had on my TW200, as well as my Ducati Monster. They're really small, minimal mirrors. They cost 50 bucks off of Amazon, and they hold up really well. Also, on the front of the bike, obviously, I will be removing these reflectors. I don't need them in my state, and I don't really like the way they look. Moving up on the bike, eventually, I will be doing a LED headlight. When I purchased the H4 bulb for my TW200, it came with two. So for now, I probably will be replacing the halogen bulb with the LED bulb. But eventually, my goal is to get a Baja Designs headlight with the like quad LED. I really like the way that looks, and I eventually want to do that. So moving to the turn signal, I either want to get TST flush mount turn signals, or I might do the Zeta handguards that have them built in. I'm not really sure what I like best. I think they both look pretty cool, but hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I will figure out what I want to do. So moving towards the back of the bike, eventually I will be replacing the seat. I've only ridden this bike around, I think it's like 85 miles, but the seat definitely feels stiff, and I like to go on longer rides and go exploring, so that's definitely gonna be a must for me. So moving to the rear of the motorcycle, as you can tell, the stock DRZ does come with a tool kit. I will be removing this, and I have the TST Industries bolt kit. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it's a good idea to have the toolkit with you, especially on longer rides. But for around town, I usually don't stray too far from home, so I don't think I'm going to be needing that, but any long trips, I will be taking that. And I picked up the TST Industries integrated taillights that also has the blinkers, so hopefully that'll clean up this bike and really make it look good. Moving down, I'm not sure what I want to do with the chain guards just yet. I don't really mind the stock ones, but I have seen some pretty cool aluminum ones online. Eventually, I will be changing the sprockets. I like the idea of having the steel teeth with the aluminum on the inside, I believe, and that's to lose a little bit of weight. I will be removing the passenger foot pegs. I don't really ride with passengers too often, and if I can save a little bit of weight and kind of clean up the look, I will definitely do that. So as far as electrical goes, like I said, I'll be adding the LED turn signals, the LED headlight and taillight, but I also will be removing this little kickstand switch here at the bottom of the bike, just in case I hit a large bump or, I decide to go off-roading and hit some jumps. I don't want the bike to die on me, because this will activate and shut the bike off if it thinks the kickstand is down. And this is a 5-minute thing. All you got to do is loop the wires in here and you should be good to go. And same thing with up top here. The clutch lever has to be pulled in when starting the motorcycle, but I believe if you snip this wire, I'll have to double check and I'll make a little video on it. But if you, well, there's the train going into New York City, Grand Central Station. But like I was saying, if you snip this wire, I believe you don't have to loop it, and that will allow you to start the motorcycle without pulling in the clutch. And obviously, if you do remove a electrical safety feature like this, just keep in mind that that is totally up to you. I do think it's a good idea to have as many safety features as possible, but personally for my bike, I don't want it. Moving over to the dash, I do like the way the dash looks. My only complaint is these lights here are extremely bright, and honestly, I was watching a bunch of review videos on this bike, and a couple people had mentioned how bright these are, and I didn't really take it in too much consideration. I was just like, oh, whatever, I'll deal with it. But to be completely honest, I rode this bike last night, and this is a really bright light, and it's like almost obnoxiously bright. So I'll probably be putting like a little tint or something on here. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but that's an easy fix. I will eventually be having new clutch levers. I think I'm just going to get some off Amazon, the MZS or whatever, for like 30 bucks. So, you know, I think they're breakaways and they're all black, so I like that look. I definitely will be getting the Thumper Talk case savers. That's an absolute must on this motorcycle. These cases are made out of magnesium, and if you drop it, it's very likely for the, especially the shifter on the other side, but even the brake lever, to potentially crack the case. And I do plan on taking this bike off-road, so I might be getting like 80/20 tires. I'm not sure yet. I've been looking into that. I haven't found a pair that I really like. But along with the off-roading, I might be getting a skid plate as well, something that will help cover the engine, because the last thing you want is to break your case, because that'll leave you stranded, and that won't be a good day. And if you know me, I like my motorcycles blacked out. That's just the way I roll. So I might be getting fork covers. I haven't messed with fork covers in the past, but I figured it would be something cool to try out. They're not too expensive, and I think they can really change the way the bike looks. But that just about wraps it up. I will be eventually doing engine modifications. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a larger jet kit or if I'm just going to completely get a different carburetor. And eventually I will be getting a new exhaust to go along with the carburetor modifications, as well as an intake. I'm not sure what exhaust I want to do yet. I've liked the FMF. I also have liked the Yoshimiura's, but there's a lot of different exhausts for this bike, so I'm going to see what works best for me. So the more I ride this bike, I'm sure I will find things that I want to upgrade along the line, but those are the things I want to do first as far as modifications go on my 2021 DRZ400SM. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing and liking the video. It really lets me know that what I'm doing is good. And also, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure to leave it in the comment section down below. I try my best to answer as many comments as I can. Also, you can reach out to me on Instagram at Mostromoto. I try and answer my DMs pretty regularly. And you can also see cool pictures of this bike and my other bikes that I own. All right, guys, well, that's all I have for you today. If you like the DRZ, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ride safe.